This is how I made $1,300 today trading the Nasdaq using ICT's concepts. Now this is extremely simple. It's a 5-step strategy, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it in this short video. Let's hop into the charts. So if you didn't know, you should know. S&P and Nasdaq created all-time highs yesterday, and if you follow me on TikTok or you are in my Discord, which is actually closed right now, I said that after an all-time high level is created, we see a sell-off. Now, the next day, what did we see? A 4-hour sell-off, not 4-hour, a sell-off on the 4-hour chart. So this is what I'm in now, the 4-hour chart. So going into today, I was already bearish. That was my bearish set. And if we look at today, all we can see is lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Okay, so my bearish bias is set. We have all-time highs. It's been created. Now I want to see a sell-off. So there was news at 9 a.m. There was news at 8:30 a.m. So I was a bit hesitant to trade before then. So I waited. So what do I like to see? I like to see price enter a higher time frame PD array first. Fair value gap, order block, breaker block, whatever. So in this instance, I had here this 15-minute order block marked out, as well as other confluences like this fair value gap here. We have fair value gaps up here, and I had these marked out, but obviously they were disrespected or they just weren't hit. So that's why I've taken them off. But this is the confluence I use. So 15-minute fair value gap. And as we know, with the 15-minute chart, the 1-minute chart is linked, okay? So if you hit a 15-minute fair value gap or a PD array, we then scale down to the 1-minute chart. Now, as you can see, price enters this gap once, but why do I not take it the first time? I don't take it the first time because, as you can see, the change in the state of delivery level here, it's smashed through, but we don't create any drastic fair value gaps. So there's a tiny one here, but that's not enough for me. I want to see a big bearish move, sorry. So that was no trade for me. Also, I like to see a significant high get swept internally before placing a trade. This is what we call turtle soup. So there you go, there's turtle soup. Just checking my microphone's on. So there's turtle soup. So we have a 15-minute fair value gap, PD array, sorry. We haven't breaker block. We have a 15-minute order block. We are now on the 1-minute chart. We want to see a 1-minute liquidity sweep internally. So that's the turtle soup, which is here. We now want to see a 1-minute change in the state of delivery with bearish momentum. So when I say that, I want to see drastic move down, which you can see here. So as you can see, as we change in the state of delivery, we create 1, 2, 3, 4 fair value gaps. So that for me is a major confluence that we want to go down. Okay, so there we have our change in the state of delivery, albeit very small, but it does close below. Okay, so we have a change in the state of delivery. Now, if we just go there, I think I actually wait until this candle, there we go. So there's the close below. Okay, now as well, we had an SMT with ES. So if we go back on the charts here, if we go to this level here, I think it's that one. Yeah, so if we go over here, look, you see we sweep the level on ES, but we do not sweep it on NQ, you see? So that is a valid SMT. So this is all I need. We have a 15-minute order block, we have change in state delivery, we have turtle soup, we have SMT, and we also, on the change in state delivery, we have bearish momentum. So that is perfect for me. This is A+ setup. So what I did, if I hide these, I entered here. I entered off the change in state delivery short. I put my stop loss just above this fair value gap here. So if we were entering this, it'll be fine, but we have to break through it in order to stop me out. Okay, now I targeted. How did I get my target? So because there's not any major liquidity areas apart from this one, which is not quite big enough for me, I used standard deviation to get my areas, to get my levels. So what I did was mark out the high of the manipulation leg, it's the low of the manipulation leg, and I targeted just below -1. So it's about here, and I think my stop loss is a bit tighter. Around here. Okay, so this was my levels. Okay, I think it was a bit higher actually, probably up here, probably 2.2. So this was my trade. We have standard deviation to mark out where we want to target, and it was just -1. So if we let price play through, as you can see, a tiny bit of drawdown, and after 13 minutes of trading, we hit TP. Now the good thing about standard deviation is if you wanted to leave a runner on, we also reached -2.5. So as you can see, almost -3, which is probably actually -3. You could have left the runner on for this whole trade, which would have been about a 1 to 7. So it's a pretty good trade. But yeah, this was me. This is my trade. I took it on 2 accounts. So as you can see, 239 on this account and $1,000 on this account. So yeah, in total about £1,300. $1,300. So I hope that helps. That is a very simple rundown and a very simple breakdown of my strategy, how I made $1,300 trading the Nasdaq and using ICT's futures, ICT's concepts. If this has been helpful, drop me a comment, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.